Stop everything. No, seriously, pause the playlist, lock your screen, and lean in. Because what if I told you the story you thought you knew about Tamar Braxton, Yandy Smith, and Mendeecees was nothing but a perfectly edited illusion? What if the smiles, the loyalty speeches, the ride-or-die energy were all part of a carefully staged performance? And here's the real question nobody wants to ask out loud: were they played? Together, the internet is whispering. Screenshots are resurfacing. Old interviews are suddenly hitting very different. And fans are asking the same messy, uncomfortable question: who's lying, who's covering, and who's been manipulating the narrative this whole time? Because when Tamar starts sounding too honest and Yandy's past decisions stop making sense, you can't help but wonder, was Mendeecees really the misunderstood victim, or the master storyteller pulling strings behind the scenes? This isn't just teeth. This is a full-blown soap opera with receipts, side eyes, and enough alleged contradictions to make your head spin. So before you pick a side, before you defend your favorite, ask yourself this: what if the truth is messier than all of them are ready to admit? Buckle up, this gets uncomfortable fast. Stop everything and pay attention, because the story that has been quietly simmering behind the glitz and glamour of reality television is far more shocking than anyone could have imagined. Tamar Braxton, Yandy Smith, and Mendeecees Harris are at the center of a controversy so tangled and dramatic that it reads like a script no writer could ever invent. Tamar has always been known for her emotional transparency and her ability to command attention whenever she enters a room, but behind those perfectly curated social media posts, there are whispers of frustration and betrayal that many fans have never even considered. Yandy has cultivated an image of calm, control, and savvy management. But sources suggest that even she has been navigating treacherous waters without revealing the full extent of what she knows. And Mendeecees Harris, whose reputation is already steeped in public speculation, appears to be playing a far more strategic game than anyone realized. The combination of these three personalities has created a storm of conflicting stories, leaked conversations, and alleged manipulations that has left the public questioning who is telling the truth and who is crafting an image for the cameras. Past incidents add layers of suspicion. Tamar's viral confrontations on reality TV, her emotional breakdowns, and her very public relationships have always invited speculation. But insiders suggest that these moments were only a glimpse of the tensions that have been building behind closed doors. Yandy's history of managing high-profile conflicts quietly and strategically has earned her both admiration and mistrust. And some believe she has been quietly documenting interactions that may later serve her advantage. Mendeecees' own past decisions, his social media activity, and the way he navigates public appearances have fueled rumors that he might not be the loyal figure some portray him as. Anonymous sources allege that conversations between the three were far from innocent, and that patterns of behavior indicate a level of planning and awareness that goes beyond ordinary social drama. There are claims of lavish spending, strategic gifts, and orchestrated events meant to convey certain images to the public while concealing underlying tensions. Screenshots and supposed private messages have surfaced that hint at conversations full of nuance, hidden meaning, and careful wording that only insiders could understand. Fans have dissected every Instagram post, every cryptic tweet, and every subtle reaction during appearances, creating theories that range from plausible to outright conspiratorial. The sense of duplicity is amplified by the contrast between public statements and alleged private conversations. Witnesses suggest that during private meetings, discussions centered not on reconciliation or transparency, but on narrative control, on who would appear loyal and who could be portrayed as manipulative. Tamar's keen observations, Yandy's careful note-taking, and Mendeecees' allegedly strategic behavior have all contributed to a situation that feels less like personal conflict and more like a high-stakes game of chess where the moves are invisible to anyone outside the circle. The intensity of the scandal has created a ripple effect across social media, with fans, influencers, and commentators all weighing in and speculating on who is telling the truth. Public attention is not just curious. It is insatiable, hungry for every shred of information, every nuance of betrayal, and every alleged moment of duplicity. The story is complicated, the players are shrewd, and the stakes are far higher than anyone might have imagined, setting the stage for revelations that could change the way the public views these familiar faces. As the story continues to unfold, the tension surrounding Tamar Yandy and Mendeecees has reached a level that seems almost unreal. The alleged private dealings, secret exchanges, and subtle manipulations have created a network of intrigue that no one outside their inner circle can fully comprehend. Public reactions have been intense, with fans dissecting every interaction, every comment, and every post to find hidden meanings and possible confirmations of the whispers. Reports from anonymous sources claim that during what appeared to be casual meetings and friendly gatherings, discussions were happening that involved strategy, influence, and control of narratives. Tamar reportedly noticed inconsistencies that made her question not only Mendeecees' loyalty, but also the true intentions of those she trusted most. Yandy, whose reputation as a calm and calculating mediator precedes her, was allegedly taking notes and assessing the situation with a precision that made it clear she was aware of the stakes. Meanwhile, Mendeecees is said to have carefully maintained a public persona that projected innocence and good intentions while privately navigating the complex dynamics to his advantage. The alleged lavish spending continues to draw attention, with stories of extravagant gifts, secret payments, and events designed to sway opinions or secure loyalty adding fuel to the fire. Leaked messages and supposed insider information suggest that the interactions between these three were far from simple, with layers of strategy and deception that make casual observers feel like they are witnessing only the surface of a much deeper game. Social media has erupted in response, with speculation running wild and fans voicing outrage, confusion, and disbelief. Comments online reflect a mixture of shock, loyalty, and betrayal as audiences struggle to reconcile what they see publicly with what is allegedly happening behind the scenes. Legal experts, both professional and amateur, have weighed in, suggesting possible implications if any of the alleged actions were verified and hinting at consequences that could involve financial scrutiny, investigations, or public accountability. The fallout has not just been limited to speculation. Brands, sponsors, and collaborators are reportedly reassessing their associations and questioning the potential risks of being connected to a controversy that has grown exponentially. Meanwhile, the personalities at the center continue to navigate their public image carefully, issuing statements, posting images, and engaging with fans in ways that attempt to control the narrative without revealing too much. The alleged duplicity and tension have created a spectacle that combines celebrity drama with intrigue, strategy, and manipulation, leaving audiences both fascinated and unsettled. Every detail, from subtle gestures to cryptic messages, is being scrutinized for meaning, and each new revelation seems to raise more questions than it answers. As the scandal gains momentum, the public is left to wonder how much is real, how much is orchestrated, and who will emerge with their reputation intact. The situation is volatile, unpredictable, and filled with drama that seems almost scripted, but feels entirely authentic in its intensity. There is a sense that the consequences are only beginning to unfold, and that every action, every revelation, and every decision could tip the balance in ways that will shock and captivate audiences long after the initial story broke. The intrigue, the suspense, and the drama surrounding Tamar, Yandy, and Mendeecees have created a narrative that feels larger than life and continues to dominate conversations, leaving fans and observers glued to every possible update. So after all of this, We have to ask ourselves the question nobody wants to admit out loud. Who is really in control, and who is just a pawn in a game that has been playing out right under our noses? Tamar, Yandy, Mendeecees, were they victims, masterminds, or a little bit of both? The answers aren't simple, and the truth might be far more twisted than any of us can imagine. Every leaked message, every cryptic post, and every subtle interaction could hold the key to understanding what really happened. And yet, we are left piecing together a puzzle that seems deliberately designed to confuse us. But that is exactly why you need to stay vigilant. This story isn't over, and it isn't going away. Every comment, every theory, and every discussion matters because the public's attention is part of the pressure that brings hidden truths to light. So don't just scroll past. Hit that like button if you want to see more investigations that pull back the curtain on celebrity dramas. Share your thoughts in the comments because your perspective might reveal connections others have missed. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you are always first to know the secrets they hope you never find out. The story is still unfolding, and the truth is waiting.